Welcome to Silicon Valley Asian Business Talk.
Dr. Gong, welcome to our interview program. And I am Roger Chen, a professor from University of San Francisco, representing Center for Business Studies and Innovation at the University of San Francisco. And why don't you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Thank you, Roger. It's really my pleasure to join you for the Silicon Valley Asian Business Network talk. I earned my Doctor of Science, actually, in computer science from Washington University in St. Louis. Through the decades of tech innovation career, I have been a principal investigator for many DARPA research projects. And then I have also been serving adjunct faculty position at some of the universities. And then, of course, since 2001, I have co-created 5 startups to date, with 4 of them with successful exits, and 1 of them is still in active development. One of my most proud startup is Palo Alto Networks. My latest one, Metafoodx, is solving the sustainability challenges for the food service and healthy living for company, for our mission. We are determined to basically use AI for food and health sustainability. It's a big problem. It will take us a long time. And then what we actually do is to start by sustaining the food operators' profitability. That we are using AI-based consumption tracking, and that collect the accurate, useful data. And then we use that data to drive their production management service. So in the end, we are helping them to prevent food waste by avoiding overproduction of food. That is a big challenge for those operators. And then for our customer, what we really are bringing them is an unprecedented cost of savings. In parallel to startup venture and angel investment, I am the active chair for HYSTA. Now, HYSTA is a nonprofit organization helping to elevate the leadership and the entrepreneurship capabilities for Chinese Americans.
Discussion topic: truth about new venture that do not change with time.
After so many years, because I look at your background, you basically have been doing the startups for many, many years. Did you notice any kind of changes as you go through this journey of dealing with or working in the new venture companies? In other words, what are the differences you see between the inexperienced, the young Dr. Gong versus today experienced, very wise Dr. Gong in dealing with the new ventures after so many years of this journey? What are the differences, in your way of approaching the new ventures because of those experiences?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I mean, indeed, if I look at myself, I'm getting, older, and of course in time, but then yourself maturing or become older, learn more is one factor, and then the other one is actually the venture business environments probably are changing much faster. And so that's the interesting thing. We have to know, right, different waves of technology, all those social, economical, and or geopolitical, everything is a major factor in the venture funding. So that's why I think in a way it's almost like I have no choice but keep learning and learning faster. So I feel in the end, I have to just come back to the basics, right? And if I was going to look at the things, then I have to answer those questions. And so to answer what we are bringing to the customers, right? That means who are the customer, why it's compelling, why you, I mean, those are the ones, I think sometimes people overlook that, right? People get excited about some idea they have, and then they saw they have a startup. But those are the real questions and deserve asking, and then deserving having answers that you yourself should buy in, right? Believe it's a truthful and good answer. Only then now you learn, right? You learn what investor is looking for, what, and you talk about engaging them. So I think that first step, yes, encompass a lot of learning in order to answer those questions.
Okay, that's great. Actually, I think you already, probably answered some of my questions later. So, do you have any kind of a memorable mistakes or lessons that you would like to, you always kind of would like to share? Because people like to hear, maybe mistake is more valuable than just a success. If you happen to have some of these memorable lessons or mistakes that you want to share, that would be really great.
Yeah, and for us today, I mean, Metafoodx, indeed, we are still early, and we're still waiting for the big excitement. And so far, I would say the best moment is, when we get those voluntary feedback reaction from the customer when we show them the dashboard and what the system can do. So those are, I mean, still for us, it's very exciting. It's a validation that we are on the right path. So basically, customer see something they like and they are willing to engage. So that to us is a very important first step. Yeah, in terms of, I think you also in terms of some of the lessons, I would say in particular you mentioned, right, all like timeless or in a long term. To me, one of the things, this is also a strong belief, being in US for a while. I feel you just have to keep the customers in your mind for every decision you make. That's probably regardless of what you do. I do believe if you build the best solution to bring real value to your customer, they will adopt, and then market would reward you. That's something I think in this environment we are in, I have confidence, right? So that way, the pursuit of a startup is a little simpler.
Actually, Dr. Gong, I want to kind of echo back your early points, which I think is very, very relevant. As you said, everything's changing, right? Including technology, business environment, lots of exciting new things. But I think you're very wise to point out, regardless of these new waves of excitement, new challenges or changes, you basically remind people to go back to the basic, which is you have to please the customer. You have to offer customer value. Then you can learn some new things because the fundamental is fundamental.
Yes, I totally agree.
Thank you for watching.